How are you doing, math learners? This is your free access math teacher Ash, and welcome to ML with Sir Ash. For today's lesson, we're going to discuss the second topic for measurement conversion of units for mass and capacity. We will be dealing with the two systems, the English system and the metric system. So, if you don't know about this topic, then very sure to tune in, relax, and finish this video. But before anything else, hit that subscribe button and notification bell for you to be updated of the School Clear Math videos just like this. Hello math learners! Welcome to another session here in Math Learning with Sir Ash. Today, we're going to discuss the most essential learning competency-based lesson for quarter 2 of the grade 7 mathematics, which is all about measurement conversion of units for mass and capacity. Now, if we are talking about mass and capacity, we are basically talking about weight and the volume of a certain object. Now, from our first discussion about length, we have introduced the two systems for the measurement. That is the English system and the metric system. Now, in the metric system, we can easily use the conversion line. Same goes if we are dealing with the grams, milligrams, centigrams. That is part of the metric system. So the conversion line becomes very handy. The same concept as the conversion line for length, the conversion line for mass uses the gram or G as the standard unit of measurement. So if you have the gram and you go smaller, the first unit that you will encounter is the decigram, and then followed by the centigram, and then the milligram. Remember, if we are talking about tablets, we encounter milligrams. If we are talking about certain commodities, we are talking about grams. But if the certain commodity is quite large, we could talk the bigger units of measurement. And what are those? The first that will be encountered higher than the gram is the decagram, and then followed by the hectogram, and finally by the kilogram. Same as other units of measurement, there are more for these conversions, but this is the basic conversion on mass about the metric system. Now, the same concept is applied. You start from your given unit of measure, and then you move either to the left or to the right, depending on the unit of measure that is asked. Okay, let's try to solve this different given. So we have here 834 centigram to grams. Okay, so we have centigrams, that is here, to grams. So we just move 2 units to the left. Basically, if that is 834, you just find the decimal point, okay, that is here. And then you move 2 units to the left. So therefore, the decimal point now will be in between the 8 and 3. So that will give you 8.34 grams. Easy, right? Now, how about 5 grams to milligrams? Now, for 5 grams to milligrams, we are here, grams, and then we go to milligrams. So we move to the right. 3 units to the right. So the same concept. Where is the decimal point? That is here. So you move 3 units to the right. So 1, 2, 3. So those 3 place values, since there are no numbers there, you will just add zeros to each place value. And that will give you 5,000 milligrams. Easy, right? Now we have here 875 milligrams to grams. So that is from milligrams to grams. So therefore, we move 3 units to the left. So in 875, our decimal point is right here. So we move 3 units to the left. That is 1, 2, 3. Therefore, our decimal point is at 0.8. Okay. So that will give us 0.875 grams. Now, we have here 15 kilograms to grams. So we start from here, kilogram. And then we go 3 units to the right. So that is grams. So this is 15. So the decimal point is here. We go 3 units to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3. So we will be adding 3 zeros. So that is 15,000 grams. Of course, we know that in 1 kilogram, there is 1,000 grams. Okay. Now, we have here 25,000 milligrams. What is that in grams? So, milligrams, the same concept here, to grams. So, we move 3 units to the left. Okay. So, this is our decimal point. We move 3 units to the left. 1, 2, 3. So, we have now 25 grams. Very easy, my dear math learners, right? Now, we have 85 hectogram going to decigram. Okay. Hectogram, that is here. Okay. Hectogram. And we go to decigram. So, that is here. Okay. So, that is 1, 2, 3. So, that is 3 units to the right. Okay. So, 3 units to the right, we will be moving 1, 2, 3. So, we will be adding 3 zeros. So, that gives us 85,000 decigrams. So, my dear math learners, about converting from metric system to metric system, the technique is very easy. Okay? So, now let us go to the English system. Now, my dear math learners, for the English system, I think it is better for you to just consider at least 2 conversion ratios. Now, for the English system, we have the standard unit as ounces. Okay, that is. So, the unit of measure is OZ, and that is pronounced as ounce. Okay, now it says, in 1 pound, there are 16 ounces. What is the symbol for pound? Pound is LB. So, if there are more than 1 equivalent, that is pounds, so that will become LBS. Okay, but for ounce, it will just become OZ. Okay, so 1 pound is equal to 16 ounce. Okay, now another is the bigger unit of measurement, that is ton. 1 US ton. So 1 US ton is how many pounds? That is 2,000 pounds. Okay, so that is the conversion for the English system. So now let us try to solve what we have here. The 10 pounds to ounce and the 2 ton to pounds. Okay, so 10 pounds to ounce. We have 10 pounds. We will get the equivalent value in ounce. Okay, how do we get this one? My dear math learners, we will be using the conversion ratio. So these are the ratios: 1 pound per 16 ounce, 1 ton per 2,000 pounds. Okay, so we are talking about pounds to ounce, so we're just gonna use this one. Okay, so that is 10 pounds times, so since this is pounds, we will be putting pounds here and the ounce here. Okay, so what is the conversion ratio for pounds and ounce? That is 1 pound to 16 ounces. Okay, so basically this will be cancelled, and you just have 10 times 16 over 1. So 10 times 16, that is 160 ounces. Okay, and that is your final answer for this given question. So that is 160 ounces. Now, how about 2 tons to pounds? Now, this is very easy because 1 ton is 2,000 pounds. So basically, if you have 2 tons, you just multiply it by 2. So that will give you 4,000 pounds. Easy, right? Now, what if you have a cross conversion from the metric to English and English to metric? Okay, my dear math learners, now let's talk about the cross conversions. What if you have a metric system to English system and English system to metric system? Okay, what are the conversions? Now, for pounds, if you have 1 pound, that is equal to 2.2 kilograms. Okay? So, 1 pound is equal to 2.2 kilograms. And if you have 1 ounce, that is equal to 28.25 grams. So, basically, this will be your foundation for the cross conversions. Now, let us try our example. We have 10 pounds to kilograms and grams to ounce. Okay. 10 pounds to kilograms. We have 10 pounds to kilograms. Okay. So, of course, as you can see, this is very easy. That is 10 pounds multiplied by the pounds below. Okay. So, there we have 1 pound. How many kilograms? We have 2.2. Okay. So, this will be cancelled. We have the kilograms. So, 10 times 2.2, that will give you 22 kilograms. So, basically, the answer for this one is 22 kilograms. Easy, right? Now, let us go to the last example, 425.25 grams. So, for 425.25 grams to ounce, what you will do is, you just multiply it with your conversion ratio. So, since this is grams, you will put grams here below. And then, you will put the ounce here. So, it has been said that 1 ounce is equal to 28.25 grams. So, therefore, the grams will be discarded. You will have your ounce as your unit of measure. So, 425.25 times 1 divided by 28.25. So, if you divide 425.25 by 28.25, basically, you will have 15 ounces. And this will be your conversion value for 425.25 grams to ounce. Easy, right? So now, let us talk about capacity on my next video. You can consider the link on the description below so that you will be directed to the video itself. Thank you so much. God bless and keep safe always. Congratulations, math learners, for arriving to this part of the video. If you think that this video have helped you, click that like button. And if you think that this channel can change the way you see mathematics, do not forget to click that subscribe button and notification bell. Thank you.